All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and finish Lily and Miss Liberty. So we'll be reading chapters 7 as well as the Afterword, which are the author's thoughts rather than part of the story itself. Let's move me out of the way once again. Chapter 7, Liberty Enlightening the World. It was late afternoon when Lily and Rachel and Papa finally returned home. After saying goodbye to Rachel, they climbed the stairs to their apartment. Mama greeted them at the door. Well, well, Lily, what was it like out there? So many ships, Mama, and the most beautiful of all was Eastery. She was all white. And then Lily told Mama about the booming cannons and whistles blowing and everyone cheering when the French ship came into the harbor. I've never seen anything like it, Papa exclaimed. There were so many ships in the parade, Mama. May I go outside and wait for Grandma? Lily asked. Yes, Lily, supper isn't ready yet, Mama replied. Lily sat on the front steps. Grandma was not yet in sight, but she could see Mr. Ames approaching on his street sprinkler. When he reached Lily, he stopped. You like the statue, eh? Oh, yes, Mr. Ames. I love Miss Liberty. I suppose she will be quite a sight out there in the harbor someday. Maybe I'll give a little money to the pedestal fund. Get out. He slapped the reins of his horse. That's a good idea, Mr. Ames, Lily said. Just then, a window opened behind her. Lily, so you went to the celebration. I could hear the big cannon. Such a loud noise. Was there a big crowd? Did you see the French ship? Lily waited until Mrs. Rosen paused for breath. It was very exciting, Mrs. Rosen. The French ship was all white and it was decorated with flags. And bands played and Mrs. Rosen interrupted her. I knew I should have gone. I told myself, Eddie, you're going to miss something big, something important. Maybe Mrs. Rosen had changed her mind about Miss Liberty too, Lily thought. I think I will give a little money. The sooner I can see that statue, the better. And Mrs. Rosen closed her window. A wagon stopped in front of Lily's building. Hey, weren't you the little girl selling crowns? Asked the driver. Yes, Lily replied. Got any left? No, but I can make some more, Lily said. I'll take 3. I'll come by tomorrow. And the wagon rolled off down the street. Soon another carriage stopped. This time, a woman leaned out of her carriage window. Where are the crowns? She asked. I sold them all, Lily said. If you come back tomorrow, I'll have some more. Good. The woman withdrew her head from the window, and the carriage slowly moved on. At last, Lily saw her grandmother coming up the street. She ran to greet her. Grandma, everyone wants to buy a crown. What are we going to do? She asked. I'm not surprised, Lily. After seeing the paper today, Lily looked puzzled. I have the paper here. I'll show you when we get home. As soon as Lily and Grandma entered the kitchen, Grandma spread the newspaper on the table. Look at that, she said, pointing to the right-hand page. Lily leaned over and tried to see what Grandma was pointing at. There was a picture of the crown she had made in the letter her class had sent to Mr. Pulitzer. Read it out loud, Lily, Mama said. Dear Mr. Pulitzer, here is $7.47. We wanted to help pay for Miss Liberty's pedestal because the school children of France helped to pay for the statue. We worked very hard. Everyone in our class gave some money. Sincerely, Miss Pearson's class. P.S. 19. P.S. The crown was made by Lily Lafferty. She sold a lot of them to help pay for the pedestal. We hope you will wear it to work. Lily, I'll help you make some more crowns. Maybe the ladies in the shop will help too, Grandma said. Imagine that, Mama exclaimed. Your name in that big newspaper. Everyone will see it. I'm so proud of you. We will keep the paper, Papa said. When you grow up and have children of your own, you can show them that you helped build Miss Liberty's pedestal, Papa said. Do you really think we will raise enough money to build the pedestal, Papa? Lily asked. Everybody is excited about the statue now that Miss Liberty has arrived. I'm sure that in a few more weeks we will have all of the money. Once we raise the money for the statue, I hope we will begin to pay attention to our poor people, said Mama. Lily straightened her crown. Suddenly, she picked up the newspaper and climbed into the kitchen chair. "What are you doing, Lily?" asked Mama. Lily reached over and took the salt shaker from the table and held it high in her right hand. She put her left foot forward and her right foot back. "Oh, Lily, I can guess," Papa laughed. Yes, she was the biggest statue ever built. She was taller than any building in the whole city of New York. She was a queen, and her name was Liberty. Liberty enlightening the world. She looks just like Miss Liberty does, with her torch and her stack of papers. Beautiful. All right, let's listen to the afterword. Now remember, this is from the author's perspective, the words that the author would say rather than a part of the story. The big celebration in honor of Miss Liberty's arrival from France on the Eastery was held on June 19, 1885. A month later, all the money needed to complete the pedestal had been raised. Mr. Pulitzer, the publisher of the World, had promised to print in his newspaper the name of every person who donated any money to the pedestal fund, and he did. Lily read that Mrs. Rosen had contributed 50 cents, and Mr. Ames gave $1. It took almost a year to complete the pedestal. Then workmen began to put together a great statue, piece by piece. One Saturday, the Laffertys took the ferry out to Bedloe's Island to see the work in progress. Lily stood next to one of Miss Liberty's toes. It was bigger than Lily. Almost a year and a half later, on October 28, 1886, Liberty Enlightening the World was finally ready to be unveiled. On that day, her face was covered by a gigantic French flag. After the statue was formally presented to the United States by France, Mr. Bartholdi, the sculptor, pulled a cord and the flag dropped to the ground. Once again, cannons roared and whistles blew all over the harbor. Then President Cleveland made a speech thanking the French people for their generous gift and accepting the statue on behalf of the American people. This time, Lily was not on a boat watching the ceremony. She stood with her family at Battery Park looking out at Bedloe's Island. Lily waited a long time to see the Statue of Liberty standing in the harbor. She was not disappointed. Yes, Miss Liberty was beautiful. And then this is showing you how to make Miss Liberty's crown, but I'm not going to show you these pages because I might just have something up my sleeve for Crafty Friday tomorrow, and I might already have some things prepared for you, so you won't need to see how Lily made her crowns until tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed Lily and Miss Liberty. There are some government aspects, some civics. There are some economic aspects as far as how she became a businesswoman and things. So we'll talk more about that kind of an aspect next week. This week we're just focusing on government. But anyways, that's Miss Liberty. We are not going to continue having a read aloud every day as we have since the beginning. We're done with the Mighty Miss Malone. We're done with Lily and Miss Liberty. I will, however, continue at 5 p.m. every day to post, a short story that I think you guys will enjoy. So be sure to check back tonight if you'd like to listen to another story. Have a great day.